Hello, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Daniel and I'm back with a new video. In today's video, we are going to be looking at how to host a Django application on a free hosting platform. This particular hosting platform, it's called Pythonanywhere, and we are going to see how to set your project up until you are able to access it using a domain name, but in this case a free domain name that will be provided by Pythonanywhere. So with me here, I'm already on the Pythonanywhere dashboard or other account. Once you visit the first page, this is what you see. You are given the plans that are available and the pricing, and can just go through these packages and see what you get once you are able to upgrade. But in the meantime, we are going to work with the free account. They have a provision for that, though with limitations here and there, but at least it's a good one for practice purposes. After you are done designing your website offline, then you can upload it to this dashboard and you'll be able to view it online. So I'm going to work with a project we have been working on. If you are not following up, you can watch the videos above. Right, this is the website, and this is what we will be uploading on Pythonanywhere dashboard. All right. So the first thing will be to visit this page and create an account. Just click on this button here, create a beginner account, then fill in your details and log in. So once you log in, I have already done that. I have my account with me here, and this is what we will be using. So there are few notable pages that you need to be aware of. One of them is this dashboard. This is where you can initiate most of the processes. May it be creating a console, may it be uploading files, may it be creating new web applications and all that. And if you also want to upgrade, there is a section where you are going to make the upgrade from. Then there is this console section. This will contain a list of the consoles that you have created in the past, or a section for you to create a new console. Then on this files tab, you can upload your files under this section. For the web, this is where you have a list of all the websites you have created. Then for the task, if you have say created some cron jobs, this is where they are going to appear. Then for the databases, if you happen to create a database, this is where you get a list of the database and a section to create a new database. So let's embark and start preparing to upload this particular website. Alright, so the first thing, we may need to create a new console, and for this case a bash console. So just click, open this on a new tab. Alright, so I would want us to create a virtual environment on this from this console, but before then let me show you something, because there is some information that I want us to consume from another section. So back to our dashboard, we need to create a new web application. So this is where we are going to create it from. So just click on Open Web tab. Alright, so if you had any applications, they would be listed here. So just click on Add a new web app. So from this section, just click on Next. So under this section, you may be tempted to click on Django, but some of these auto or configurations that are made may run you into errors. So we prefer creating manual configuration. So select this option, manual configuration. Then this is what I wanted us to see, so that we are able to create a virtual environment here. So just see a list of the Python version that exist, and select one that you feel would work for you. As at the time of recording this video, Python 3.9 was a working version. Others may be working, others may not. So just select a version that you feel is a bit stable. Alright, I think currently we are in version, this should be the latest version at the moment. So usually the latest versions may be prone to errors, and again this version may not be available in the list of Python versions that are included here. So you may just select the latest or slightly two versions below. Alright, so let's just select version Python 3.9. We are going to create the virtual environment using this version. Click on that, then click on next. There we go, our web application has been created and it's available on this URL. This is the subdomain where we access our domain from. So we copy that and open on a new tab, and this is what we get. Right, so the next thing will be to create a virtual environment, and this is how we are going to do it. So remember, we open this bash console for that purpose. So this is a command to use. Make virtual env --hyphen Python is equals to usr, then we have bin, then we have Python 3.9, then have a space, then the name of our virtual environment. So let us use env, but in your case you can use any other name of your choice. Once you have that, press enter and give it time to create the virtual environment. Alright, so in some few seconds our virtual environment has been created, and if you look closely to what we have, it has been created and activated. That's why you see env in this section. Right, so the next thing, let's go back here and upload our data. So there are two ways of uploading your website files. One of them is if you have already pushed your website to GitHub, then you can just easily clone your website in this location. Remember, we have git clone, then the URL to your website files. If you are yet to upload your website files and they are available on your local machine, then you can use this function here. Browse files, then upload a file. This is a compressed files that I want us to upload. So in your case, just navigate to the location where you have saved your website files. Once you have that, click on select and give it some few seconds. Depending on the file size, it may take a minute or two. Alright, within some few seconds we have been able to upload our zip file. And remember, you are limited to around 512 MB. So and that is the restriction of the free account. So ensure whatever file you want to upload is below 512 MB. Alright, so the next thing, once you have uploaded your website files, just navigate to the console. Let us ls to list our files. We see the file here. So let us make a directory named webwing. Then we can move the recently uploaded file to this new folder. Alright, so let's see, change directory to webwing, then unzip webwing. Alright, once we do that, let's erase. So we have our website file here. So the next thing that we need to do, let's come back here to the section where you created, you initiated your web application. Just scroll down. There is this section of the virtual environment. So enter the path. Enter path to a virtual environment if desired. So we need to do that here. So let me show you the location of the virtual environment. So we have ls, we have la, then we have home, we have the technologies. So depending with the username, home is constant, then this is the username of your account. Then we have dot virtual and envs. So this should be the location, but then you replace this with your username. Press enter. So this is our environment. All right. So we should reference home, your username, virtual envs, then env. All right. So let's come back here. So we have home, the technologies. That's your username. Then dot virtual envs slash env slash, then just press on that. So it will scan and identify if actually the folder that you selected is a virtual environment. Alright, so once we do that, we also need to do some updates on this section, the code. So what we need to have is a home, the technologies, slash webwing. All right. All right. So once you have that, click on save, and there you go. So the next thing will be to edit this file. So this file, let's open it on a new tab. So we are going to delete most of these lines of code and ensure that we remain with this section under Django. So anything above that, we delete it. Then anything below that, we delete it as well, because we don't need it. Alright, so let us uncomment these lines of code. There should be one, there should be another one, that one as well, that one, that one, that one, that one, and finally that. Alright, so in this section, we need to make some updates. So the path to our root folder, there is a path here. So we ensure to update that to webwing. Then if you check under webwing, let me show you. So basically if you check present working directory, we are under webwing. Then the folder containing the settings.py file is webwing. Alright, so this is a particular file. So for us to reference the settings.py, this is what we do. We update this file name to, or rather folder name to webwing. Once we do that, just click on save. Alright, so the next thing will be to install our website dependencies. So I have a requirements.txt file here. So what we need to do is pip install r requirements.txt. So if you didn't include requirements.txt file, then you can install the packages one by one. So for instance, Django is one of the packages that that must be installed when deploying a Django application. So you have pip install Django and probably include the version that you want to install, and do that to any other package that you had used. But for your convenience, ensure to include a requirements.txt file which has all your application dependencies. Alright, in about a minute, our packages have been installed. So the next thing will be to actually check if we are able to access our web application. So just reload here, and this is the error that we get. So there are few log files that you can inspect here to establish why your web application is not working. Alright, so just check through and see. So this is empty. Okay, this one shows some log files that we can try to check through. One of the issues could be memory allocation. Usually if you upload a website that requires more memory than the free tier can provide, then your website may not be accessible even after setting everything in place. Alright, so the next area that we can use to troubleshoot, let's check the console. Alright, the console. So let's try to run the local server. We have python manage.py run server. Alright, so at least we get that there is something that we are missing. So I had installed and set up this module when connecting application to, but then it's not being used in this web application. So I can disable the code that requires this package. So that particular line of code, get it under webwing, then not settings, it's under init.py. So I'm going to comment out these lines of code. Alright, once I do that, I can retry to run the local server. Alright, so with that, at least we can be sure that our website will work. If it doesn't work, just come back to this section and there is this reload button. Just reload that. Alright, let's retry. Great. So at this section, we just need to ensure that we add this subdomain to the list of allowed hosts. So let's do that. So what we need to do, we use vi in this section. It's vim, there's an editor available on Linux machines. So vi, and then we have webwing, then settings.py. Alright, then let's navigate to this section under allowed host. We ensure we are in the editing mode or in the insert mode. Then we add that subdomain there. Then let us save and exit. If you have that, let's come back here and reload. Alright, if it doesn't work, remember to reload your application from this section. Great, then reload here, and there we go. We have been able to access our website. However, the styling has not been configured properly, so let's go back to our web app dashboard, then scroll to this section. We have this section whereby we are supposed to define the static files location. So in this first field we have to include static, have that, check. So for the path, let me show you. So present working directory, EVLS, this is where the static folder is. So we need to reference this particular path: home, D technologies, webwing, and static. All right, so let's close that. Let's close that as well. So in this section we have home, we have D technologies, then we have webwing, then we have static. Then we close that and save. The next one is the media files. So let me just edit this, or rather copy. Then we have media, confirm, enter path. So I just want to edit media in this section. Once I have that, I save. Everything else looks good. So let me come here, or rather let me just come here and reload. Great, so let me try to access my website. And there we go. We have been able to configure the static files as well. So this is how the website looks like. Can navigate to contact. So basically this is a reflection of this web application here. Alright, and that's simply how to host a web application on Pythonanywhere dashboard with the free account. So remember, the free account does not give an option to use a custom domain name. You have to work with what they provide. Alright, so that marks the end of this video. In case you have a question, in case you have a comment, just drop it in the comment section below and we are going to get back. Remember to subscribe to this channel, to like this video, and also share the lab with others. Thank you for watching. See you in future videos. Bye bye.